Morning, Kate here, bringing you this week's Monday mission. And this one I'm calling Truth or Dare. So it's a little game we're going to play. And the reason I like this one is because we really can do it in any different scenario where we are just sort of having these thoughts, going down this spiral with the thoughts, as we know we all can do, right? So we have a thought, we make meaning, and we give meaning to that thought, to story that we tell ourselves, right? Like the thought download we talked about the other day. And then that thought, that story creates feelings, and then our feelings create our behavior or our actions or inaction, and then we get some kind of result. And a lot of times the thoughts that we're having do create a negative result, an unproductive result, right? So this little game, Truth or Dare, is going to help you in any of these scenarios, right? Where you just have this thought that keeps going down that hole where you end up with a negative result. Okay, so some examples of thoughts, that this will work on, I'll go over, and it can work in any situation. All right, so let's just say you have a thought that comes into your head. He didn't tell me that I look nice today, so I must look disgusting, right? Okay, so that's a thought we might have. I ate ice cream again, even though I told myself I wouldn't, because I'm weak and I'm never going to be able to lose this weight. Okay, anybody have that thought before? Right? Susan volunteered at the kids' school last week, and my kids are so deprived because I have to work and I can't take time off to volunteer, right? And then it snowballs, ending with those negative results and negative feelings, unproductive feelings. So, what can we do about it? The way Truth or Dare works is that as soon as you have that thought, okay, he didn't tell me I look nice, so I look disgusting. I ate that ice cream because I'm weak, I'll never lose weight. Okay, as soon as you have that thought, we're going to play Truth or Dare. The first part is truth. We're going to ask ourselves if that thought is true. Because oftentimes we do think it's true. We think it's a fact. We think it's the situation, right? But we know the situation is actually neutral. It's the thoughts that create the feelings around it, okay? So he didn't tell me that I look nice today is neutral. That's a situation. It's the story and the meaning and the thoughts that you have around it that create the negative feelings and often the negative result, okay? So that's the truth part. Is it true that I look disgusting, or he must think I am disgusting, or I look disgusting? Not necessarily, right? Unless he says to you, you look disgusting, then that's not truth. We don't have evidence to support that. We could not bring that case in a court of law and prove without a shadow of a doubt that he thinks that we're disgusting, okay? Same thing with the thought about ice cream, okay? Can you prove, is that true, that you can't lose weight, you'll never lose weight? No, that's not true. Anybody can lose weight. It may be difficult. It may take longer than you expected, right? It may be that you need to change things up, or you need to see a professional, or you need, right? But I can never lose weight, or I'll never lose this weight. That is not a situation, right? I want to lose weight could be your situation. It's neutral. It's the thought or the story or the meaning that you have around it. So we ask ourselves, is it true? Okay. Susan volunteered at school last week, and I never get to, my kids are so deprived because I have to work and I'll never be able to do that for them. Okay. Is that true? Are kids really deprived? And what does this have to do with Susan and her kids? Nothing. Susan volunteering for her kids at school is neutral. It doesn't have to mean anything. It doesn't have to mean that she is a better mom. It doesn't have to mean that you're depriving your kids, right? Okay, so that first part is asking if the thought is true, okay? And the next part is the dare part. You're going to dare yourself to choose a new thought that feels better, okay? You can choose any thought that you want to have. So you can create any feeling that you want to have, right? Now, I never realized this. It sounds so simple, but the fact that I actually can make a decision, consciously decide to choose a new thought, just never even occurred to me, right? I just never thought that I could do that. I thought that I had to believe everything that popped into my head and that it was a fact and that it meant I was broken and I had to deal, had to do all of these things to respond to that thought, or all of these things were going to happen because of that thought. Never even occurred to me, right? But what I'm telling you is that we can actually decide to choose a different thought, okay? So the truth is we're asking ourselves if it's true. Most times it's not. And then we're daring ourselves to choose a new thought. So in those examples, he doesn't say that you look nice today, okay? That means I look disgusting. Is that true? Probably not. Dare myself to choose a new thought. My thought could be, he was busy, right? He was not paying attention. He had something else on his mind, right? And then what you really want to ask yourself in that one is, do you think that you look nice? Right? If you think that you look nice, do we really need to outsource that to someone else? Okay, and I know it's hard. I know it feels good to have them say that you look nice, to have them compliment you. And I'm not saying that that isn't important and that shouldn't be communicated, to your partner. But do you think that you look nice? Okay. And then if he compliments you, that's just extra icing on the cake, right? Okay. So you dare yourself to choose a new thought. He was busy. He wasn't paying attention. Whatever. He thought it in his head but didn't say it. There could be so many new thoughts that we could choose. And just the idea that you can choose a new thought is so empowering, right? So there's a ton of thoughts that you could choose from to have. Let's say about the ice cream. I ate ice cream when I said I wasn't going to. That means I'm weak and I'll never lose weight. Okay, is that true? No, probably not. Especially because we're using one of our extreme words in there. Never is one of our extreme words. So whenever we find ourselves saying never or always, that's when it's like, oh, let me think about this thought. I probably need to do a thought download on it, or play truth or dare with it. Okay. So ask yourself if it's true. It's not true. Of course, you can lose weight. And your new thought might be, I really enjoyed that ice cream. I made memories with my kids by going out for ice cream. Or I can lose weight, but let's check my expectations and my values. So is the expectation that I really don't have to change that much and I'm going to lose a lot of weight? Am I expecting to lose more weight than maybe I need to? Am I expecting to lose it faster than is realistic, right? Or come into your values, okay? Are my values that I enjoy some treats with the kids every once in a while, because that family time and that shared experience of having ice cream together is more important than being super strict with my eating and restrictive, right? So that's when you can kind of ask about your expectations and values. But the idea you're getting it is, ask if it's true, dare yourself to choose a new thought. Okay, and the last one about Susan volunteering is a new thought you could say is, that's awesome for Susan's kids, right? That's all it has to mean. That's so cool. It's really great that she can do that. I think I'm going to make sure that I play a game with the kids tonight, or read them each a book before bed, or make time this weekend to go and do something. That's how I'm going to have them, that I don't feel like I'm depriving them of that time with me. I'm going to give them some extra attention today or this weekend when I can, okay, even though I do have to work, right? So it's all in your power, and that's, it can work in any scenario, with any thought, with any situation. Truth or dare. Is it true? Dare yourself to choose a new thought. All right. So that is your mission. Should you choose to accept it this week, is when those thoughts pop up, ask yourself if it's true. Dare yourself to choose. I use the word choose because it is a choice, to choose a new thought. Okay. So as always, please share with me anything that comes up with you, any thought that you had, how you played truth or dare with it. I love to hear how this stuff is working in your lives and relating to you. All right. So I will talk to you soon. Have a great day.